What you should do is downgrade. But if you're a creator and you use your phone to create, or you trade and you use your phone to trade, or overall, if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to need a smartphone, because you need your smartphone to answer emails and do all of the smart things that basically a computer could do on your phone. That's the point. That's why phones have become so advanced. That's because phones are trying as much as possible to become basically a computer portable. Then what you want to do, first of all, is delete any apps that are games and dating apps. Because why do you have video games like at all on your phone? If you were gonna play games, why would you just not play them on console or PC, which is better anyway? But you shouldn't play video games. Second of all, why do you wanna deal with women when you're watching this kind of video? You see, a person that is successful and does have the time and the money to afford a woman wouldn't need to click on this video tutorial of how to turn your phone minimalistic. So delete those apps immediately. You wanna delete social media. Because the only cope of why you have social media, there's two reasons, right? Either you say, yeah, well, I need it because I also upload short form content. So I have TikTok and Instagram and YouTube or whatever on my phone. You don't need them on your phone because you can do all of those things on the computer. I looked it up. And the reason why they make it so hard is probably, and this is just my assumption, is because they want creators to cope and think, oh, well, I need the app on my phone because if I don't have it on my phone, I can't upload short form content, right? That's what they want you to think. That's why they hide it. There's no upload a short button on PC, YouTube. There also isn't an upload a reel button on Instagram, PC. They make it not very obvious so that you need to figure this stuff out. Once you figured it out though, you understand, stop coping, delete the social media apps. You don't need them. And if you ever need to do research on trends, you can do it on your computer anyway, because it's the same place you upload from. So there's no need for you to have social media apps. Creativity. What you want to do is optimize your phone for creativity in a way that works like this. You want to have your main page of like your home screen, either Android or iPhone or whatever operating system you have, be just apps. Like when you open your phone, the only apps that need to be visible are apps that you actually use for productivity, like your phone camera, photo, drive, files, and that's it. That's it. Then on the bottom bar, like your quick access bar on iPhone and Android, I don't think I have, no, Android does have this actually. You can keep your main messaging app, one main messaging app, and one main app that you use for phone calls and nothing else, right? Makes sense. Then what you want to do is turn your phone black and white. Now, I know you can do this on Android. Don't know exactly how. On iPhone, you go down to accessibility, you hit display and text, and you scroll all the way down to color filters and you turn them on. And you turn on the grayscale filter. This is for people that are colorblind, but what you want to do is remove all the color. The reason why is because then whenever you look on your phone and in your peripheral vision, there's more color just by default because you exist in the real world and the real world is colorful, you will be more stimulated by the real world than your phone because your phone's so boring, it's black and white. So you look at your phone and then you immediately put it down again. And you can't get distracted, right? Or you can, but it makes it a lot harder. You want your phone to be as ugly as possible because if it's as ugly as possible, then you're not going to use it so much because the real world is just more attractive. So even doing nothing, looking at the real world is more healthy than doing nothing, scrolling on your phone. That's the main thing. Then the last thing you want to do is make sure that you remove all of your apps from the home screen, which you can do. You see, Android and Apple, they have this feature where on Android, I think you scroll down or up. I don't remember, but it shows you the entire list of every single app that is on your device currently. But on your home screen, you can decide to remove an app just from your home screen. And so anything that's a utility that is still a useful app, but you don't use very often, or even the ones that you do use often, but aren't, inherent to creativity, like the previous point, you can just remove them from your home screen. On iPhone, same thing. Hold down the app, click on the little minus, and then there's remove from home screen. And you want to do that to every single app that isn't in your main page, like your main landing page that I already told you is purely for productive apps, right? Even if it's a utility app that you use quite often, it still is better to just remove it from your home screen. And then whenever you need to use it, scroll down or up or whatever your operating system requires, and then just type the name of the app. That way you're a lot more intentional with how it is. Another reason why the earlier point of removing social media from your phone is so good is because on your computer, there's plugins, right? For Chrome or Opera or whatever search engine you use. So what you can do is install Unhook on Chrome and delete YouTube basically, so that your YouTube feed is completely empty. And if you want to use YouTube, you need to use it with intention. You can't just open the tab and then start because there's nothing on it. You need to use it with intention. What you need to do is look up whatever topic you're curious about, and then that's how you find your videos, and it deletes shorts. And there's this probably the same thing for Instagram. I don't have one now, but I also never use Instagram on my computer. But I'm gonna have to start now because I deleted it from my phone. So whenever I need to upload Instagram content, I would upload it from the computer anyway. And since I need to do it from my computer, I can now also install another kind of Unhook, but for Instagram. You see, that's why you want to use social media apps on your computer. That was it. Thank you very much for watching, listening, make sure to implement the tips, because this will help you. This will help you more than paying whatever a month you need to pay for Opal or whatever the heck. So just do this, apply it, and you'll see that you'll be a lot less distracted. And if you are distracted, you're distracted in the real world, which is a lot healthier for you anyway, okay? It's a lot healthier for you anyway. And another thing, a massive pro of what this does is if your phone is so ugly, you don't even want to pull it out in public when you're waiting outside, because you have nothing to scroll with. There's nothing to do. You're not gonna randomly start filming a video in the bus unless, you know, you were filming a video and you just happen to be outside in public. So yeah, do that, because it also helps you be more present when you're outside with your friends. See you in the next one. Goodbye.